What's up, YouTube? Ryan back today with a Week 12 minor league recap. Let's do it. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Again, Week 12 minor league recap, focusing on top prospects. Might get a couple people every once in a while that are under the radar, but probably 99% of the time it's going to be top prospects that we are all excited to watch at the MLB level, and we're going to follow them as they progress throughout their minor league careers. So with that said, let's jump into our Week 12 recap. Before we jump into the video, if you guys like these minor league recaps, want me to keep doing them, things you can do to help me out, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments if maybe I forgot somebody. You know, it's tough to track every single player, every single top prospect, every single week. I've gotten better at it, but, you know, I still do forget some players. So if I did, so in the comments below, put their name, put their stat line. The dates I'm filtering for this video is going to be from Sunday, July 18th to Saturday, July 24th. Let's do it. LowA baseball. First player up in LowA, Marco Luciano, continues to hit tanks. This dude has been on probably the most minor league recaps this year, and somehow he's still in LowA. Giants, it's time to move this guy up. So Marco Luciano, prospect that, you know, if you've watched this channel before, and if you're new, I'll remind everyone, this is someone I think will be the #1 prospect in baseball at one point. He's 19 years old. He's 6'2", 178, which is a lie. He's like 200 pounds now. Plays way above his size for his power. He has hit a home run at 118 miles an hour exit velo. Just does a lot of things right. And he's just getting more and more comfortable at LowA, and this is his second consecutive week making the recap. This week, over 5 games, he hit 421 with a 421 on base percentage. So yes, we'd love to see him get on base for free, not have to earn it every single time, but nonetheless, hit 421. 684 slugging percentage, 1105 OPS. He had 1 home run. He had 2 doubles, 8 hits in 5 games. He had 5 RBIs on top of that, and he stole a base. So Marco Luciano kicks it off for LowA. He's doing his thing. He's raking per usual. And the next player we're talking about is Ruiz Martinez, and this is someone I actually missed on in my last week's video, who, again, played really great this week, so I'm glad I got to get him on this week. He's been on absolute tear. He's been the hottest player in the minor leagues for the last 2 weeks. Ruiz Martinez, this week, over 6 games, hit 333 with a 444 on base percentage, 1397 OPS, 3 home runs, 4 doubles, 7 hits in 6 games. He had 5 walks on top of that, and he stole a base. Ruiz Martinez is the hottest player in the minor leagues right now. Ruiz Martinez is the hottest player in the minor leagues right now. He needs to not be in LowA anymore. They're holding him at LowA Dunedin for no reason, it seems like. He was someone coming into this season that already had some hype, so I figured he would get moved up quickly. He did start the season kind of slow, but he is absolutely killing it right now. Move him up. Move him up. Next player up, Zach Veen, is getting super comfortable in LowA. He is putting on insane performances the past 2 weeks. He made his first weekly recap last week, makes it again this week. Absolute laser beam there. You know, Zach Veen, I said this in the last video, this is someone who people are super high on in the draft. This is a lot of people's favorite high school bat from last year's 2020 MLB draft. And that was pretty unanimous, to be honest. Just with his size and his swing was already just beautiful. He's getting really comfortable. This week, again, over 6 games, he hit 391 with a 440 on base percentage, 870 slugging percentage, 1310 OPS. He had 3 more home runs this week, 2 doubles, 9 hits in 6 games. He had 8 RBIs. He walked twice. He's just doing a little bit of everything right now for LowA Fresno. Dude's playing really good. And then my LowA player of the week, Everson Pereira for the New York Yankees organization. Right now he's playing in LowA Tampa. He started in rookie ball in the FCL for the Yankees. And, you know, I'm glad they moved him up quickly because he deserves to be in LowA at least. He might move really quickly. He's only 20 years old. Over 5 games this week, he hit 474 with a 545 on base percentage, 1335 OPS. He had a home run. He had 9 hits in 5 games. He had 3 doubles on top of that, 8 RBIs, 2 walks. Just offensively being phenomenal. I believe he's still hitting 375 over a decent amount of games now. He's still hitting 375 right now over 13 games at LowA. So he's looking like a really promising Yankee prospect. Let's jump straight into HighA baseball. The first player we're talking about in HighA baseball is Anthony Volpe. He was the first round draft pick for the New York Yankees in 2019. He was the 30th overall pick. And this year, Anthony Volpe, he just recently got brought up to HighA, and he's showing no signs of slowing down. He has been on an absolute tear this entire season, and he's showing why he was a first-round draft pick. This week over 5 games, Volpe slashed a 318 batting average with a 423 on base percentage, 727 slugging percentage, 1150 OPS. He had 2 home runs. He had 3 doubles. He had 7 hits in 5 games. He had 3 walks on top of that. He looks great. He looks really good, and he's showing why he was that first-round pick back in 2019. Next up, Justin Foscue. I said Aroldis Martinez has been the hottest player in the minor leagues, but Justin Foscue is right there next to him. I believe he's hit 8 home runs in the last 9 games. Another player I actually missed on last week. I don't know how I missed them. I guess they just been low-key. I know Justin Foscue was injured and missed a good amount of time this year, so that was probably why I overlooked him. But he's back. He was the first-round pick for the Texas Rangers in the 2020 draft, 14th overall. This week, he only played 2 games, so I'm not putting him in, like, MVP mentions. But over those 2 games, he hit a 600 batting average with a 667 on-base percentage, 2,000 OPS. He had a home run. He had a double. He had 3 hits in 2 games. He walked once on top of that. Just a really good performance. And, again, he only played 2 games, so I don't want to touch on it too much, but insane lately. He's been so good. And our MVP honors this week in HighA baseball goes to Andy Pages, one of my favorite prospects in baseball right now. He's 20 years old, and he just has a ton of power. He made the recap last week, and last week was the first week he really did everything well. He's been a huge power hitter this year, but he has struggled to consistently get on base. And 2 weeks in a row now, he's done just that. This week over 6 games, Pages slashed a 348 batting average with a 464 on base percentage, 739 slugging percentage, 1203 OPS. He had 2 home runs. He had 3 doubles. He had 8 hits in 6 games. He walked 4 times, which I think is really important. He even got beaned if you want to count that. So seeing Andy Pages take those free bases is huge for me personally because hitting's not in question for me with him. Really happy to see it. Yeah, MVP honors for me for Andy Pages. Double A. Brennan Davis, he's right up there in the conversation with the hottest player in the minor leagues. The dude continues to hit home runs right now. He's not, for me, a giant power hitter, and he is showing that he might be a gigantic power hitter. This week over 6 games, Brennan Davis, yes, he only hit 200 with a 286 on base percentage, but he has 720 slugging percentage, 1,000 OPS. He hit 4 home runs, so that's why I'm including him on this video for sure. He had 5 hits in 6 games. He had 8 RBIs, walked 3 times on top of that. Someone for hitting only 200, he deserves to be on this video. It's not every day you see someone hit 4 home runs in a week. And Brennan Davis just continuing his hot streak. He's hot. Next up, another familiar face, Josh Young, continues to just show why he was a top pick in the 2019 draft. Really smooth Oppo Taco there. Josh Young this week, again, 8th overall pick in the 2019 draft. 6 games this week, he hit 364 with a 423 on base percentage, 1,000 OPS. He had that 1 home run. He had 2 doubles. He had 8 hits in 6 games. He walked 3 times on top of that. Josh Young is just a very good hitter, and I think he's going to be a staple in that Rangers lineup moving forward. Next up, Jordan Groshans, and this makes me really happy because I think he was in my last video, and I said that, in my opinion, Jordan Groshans in a stacked 2018 draft, I thought was the best hitter. And Jordan Groshans over the past month has been on an absolute tear and giving me hope that maybe I wasn't wrong. Over 5 games last week, Jordan Groshans hit 474 with a 545 on base percentage, 1177 OPS. Didn't hit a home run, but he had 3 doubles. He had 9 hits in 5 games, and he walked 3 times on top of that. Just raking lately. Next up, Adley Rutschman. He's made a lot of our recaps this year. Absolutely annihilates this baseball to right field. And then he does it from the right side of the plate, too. So 1 home run lefty, 1 home run righty in the same game. Adley Rutschman looks really great. This week over 7 games, Adley Rutschman slashed a 333 batting average with a 438 on base percentage, which he is always great at getting on base. 815 slugging percentage, 1252 OPS. He had 3 home runs, 4 doubles on top of that, 9 hits in 7 games. He had 11 RBIs in 7 games, which is actually really impressive. Being able to hit with runners on base is an extremely important trait. Adley Rutschman seems to be fine at that. 5 walks in 7 games. Adley Rutschman always seems to get on base. He has an elite plate discipline and showing it again with those 5 walks this week. And my player of the week this week, first week on the recap, MJ Melendez. This is his 23rd home run this year. This dude is hitting tanks. MJ Melendez, he's 22 years old, 2nd round pick back in 2017 now. He's breaking out this year in AA. He was getting overshadowed because Bobby Witt and Nick Prado were both playing for AA Northwest at the time, But MJ Melendez, he's only one there now, and he is getting the attention he deserves. Over 6 games this week, he hit .391 with a .423 on base percentage. He had a .957 slugging percentage and a .1380 OPS. He had 4 home runs. He had 1 double on top of that. He had 9 hits in 6 games. He had 2 walks on top of that. MJ Melendez looks really good. He's having an awesome year. Again, 23 home runs so far. This is someone that will have a position with the Royals. He's a catcher, but they have a DH in the American League, so I can easily see him come up and be a DH while Salvador Perez is there. If Salvador Perez ever moves on, MJ Melendez, just insert him in there. I think he's going to be solid. But nonetheless, MVP honors to MJ Melendez. Awesome week. All right, let's round this thing out with AAA baseball. First player this week in AAA, and it's really nice to see Christian Pache. He crushed it this week. Absolute laser beam there to left center. Finally looking like offense is picking up for him. Christian Pache this week, still a prospect. Only had a few at-bats this year for the Braves, few at-bats last year. Still hasn't hit that 150 at-bats in MLB to break that rookie status. So he's still a prospect, still a top prospect for the Braves. Someone I am still high on, but he's been really slumping offensively this year. And this week it finally looks like he's turning it around a little bit. Over 5 games this week, he hit .294 with a .400 on base percentage, .647 slugging percentage, .1,047 OPS. He had 2 home runs. He had 5 hits in 5 games. He walked 3 times, which I think is important for him. And he stole 2 bases. Speed's never been in question with Christian Pache. Defense has never been in question for Christian Pache. Offense has been sort of in question, but I feel like he's still been really solid over his minor league career. So hopefully this week is a catalyst for him, because I do think if the Braves ever want to be an elite team, they need Christian Pache to show out. They need him in center field. Next up, I have Nolan Jones. Similar to Brennan Davis, he only hit .235 this week. But other than that, he had a .381 on base percentage, 1146 OPS. He had 3 home runs, 4 hits in 6 games. He had 5 RBIs on top of that, and he walked 4 times. He also stole a base. So Nolan Jones consistently showing more power, which I think is great. I really want to see the Indians bring him up soon, because he's hitting his stride. Really good week for Nolan Jones, and he's continuing to stay more consistent, which I think is important. Next player, Bobby Witt Jr. actually moved to AAA. He got brought up, him and Nick Prado. And Bobby Witt Jr., he gets his first home run here, but it doesn't leave the park. It almost leaves the park. But look at him. The speed on this kid is insane. He is so fast. He is such a great base runner on top of that, but easily makes it all the way around the bases for his first AAA home run. Bobby Witt Jr. getting his first taste in AAA. 6 games this week, .379 batting average, .379 on base percentage. Would love to see him walk more. That's been about the only criticism I have for him this year, is that he really isn't walking that much. I would love to see him take those free bases. But he had .931 OPS. He had that 1 home run. He had 2 doubles. He had 11 hits in 6 games, which is incredible. Love that. And he stole a base. So really good week for Bobby Witt Jr., especially a really good first week in AAA. The next player we're focusing on, Mickey Moniak, has been on a tear in AAA lately. He got demoted at the beginning of the season, and he wants back in the pros. He wants to be back in MLB. Absolute moonshot right there. Mickey Moniak this week over 6 games, similar to Bobby Witt Jr. He hit .417 with a .417 on base percentage, an .833 slugging percentage, a .1250 OPS. He had 2 home runs. He had a triple. He had 2 doubles. He had 10 hits in 6 games, 6 RBIs on top of that. Just Mickey Moniak, he looks really solid in AAA. I think he's going to get a shot again here at the pros pretty soon. Keibert Ruiz, MVP in AAA for me. This is his 3rd home run of the game. Absolutely smokes at the dead center. He is hot. Keibert Ruiz, 2 weeks ago, he was my MVP in AAA. He has made a few of my videos recently. He is in full stride right now. He is absolutely raking. Over 5 games this week, he hit .500 with a .522 on base percentage, 1182 slugging percentage, a 1704 OPS. He had 4 home runs, 3 coming in the same game. He had 3 doubles, 11 hits in 5 games. He had 9 RBIs, and he even walked once. There's not much to say. He hit .500, and he hit 4 home runs. He absolutely deserves MVP honors in AAA this week, and it stinks for him because he's kind of blocked right now. He's a catcher, and the Dodgers, they have Will Smith there, and Will Smith's supposed to be the future for them there. So I would really like to see Keibert Ruiz get traded, or heck, trade Will Smith if you think this is the guy, Dodgers, but this guy needs to be in the pros. Like, absolutely, there's no doubt about it. He needs MLB at-bats at this point. He's 23 years old and tearing up AAA. That's going to do it for the Week 12 minor league recap, everybody. Again, as always, if I forgot anybody, drop their name and stat line for the week in the comments below. But yeah, that's going to do it. That was a really fun recap. A lot of really great performances from some top prospects this week. So as always, if you guys like these videos, want me to keep doing these recaps, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Thank you all for watching. Have a great week and have a great rest of your day. See ya.